Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today I'm gonna do another Cambodia Q&A video. They seem to help people out. They seem to answer some questions that are not otherwise answered on other outlets on the internet. And I do thank everybody for emailing me. Just real quick before I get into the questions in the video, if you guys do want to shoot me an email and you want a video topic done, you want me to give you some advice, want me to do like a Q&A, anything like that, I'm happy to do it. No joke striking at gmail.com. Bitches. Follow me on Instagram, y'all, at Brayton Howard. That's me. And like my shit, share my shit on Facebook, facebook.com/NoJokeHoward. All that is in the description box below. I digress, everybody. So in this video, I'm going to cover things like volunteering in Cambodia. I'm going to talk about child beggars, and I'm going to talk about sunburn and how to deal with that. Number one, so I got an email. He says, "What is your take on volunteering for an organization in Cambodia to teach English, etc.? One of my goals is to one day start an institution like that. What is the best way to help Cambodian poverty? Regards, David." Thanks for the email, buddy. Alright, so a lot of people, they might join the Peace Corps, they might join the Cambodian Children's Fund, or I have a little bit to say about this, but first I'm just going to tell a quick little story that has to do with it, and then I'm going to get into why I think that volunteering in third world countries is bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Excuse me. It's fucking bullshit. So when I lived in Phnom Penh, I had a couple of buddies, whatever, and we all go out to this backpacker bar. It's called Happy 11 Backpackers, and if some of you have been around Phnom Penh, you might even know what I'm talking about. So we go upstairs, and like in most backpacker hostels and bar, like hotels or whatever, they always have like a bar up top, Anyway, so we go upstairs. It's me, a couple of buddies. We're just, trying to meet some people, have a good time, maybe hook up or whatever. And I sit down and I start talking to this French girl, and she's like 18. And we're just talking, whatever, and she's telling me that she's interested in going to medical school, and she comes, and like as we're talking, I'm kind of like gathering, oh, she comes from a rich family. She didn't say that directly, but I could kind of just pick up, just based on what she was saying, that she probably came from money. And I asked her what she was doing in Cambodia, and she said that she was a volunteer teacher, and that she did like volunteer work and whatever. And she said it's so expensive to do this that my parents wouldn't even tell me how much they paid. That's what she said to me. So she said that the volunteer program that she was in was so expensive to get into that her parents wouldn't even tell her how much they had to pay for it. So the reason I'm telling you that is because when you volunteer to work in a third world country, or you're volunteering to go anywhere, you're gonna pay money to make no money. I'm gonna say that again in case, because when I first heard that, my fucking brain melted. You've gotta pay thousands of dollars to make nothing. Now maybe some programs, they give you like a weekly stipend to where you can eat a little bit, but you're not going to be able to save money or anything. Now, I get volunteering is for the experience, it's for the cause and all that, but here's the issue I have. Here's why I think volunteering is fucking bullshit, and it's because I lived in Cambodia for 2 years, as I've said 6 million fucking times. I went all around the country. Now, these volunteer programs, just in Cambodia alone, make millions of dollars a year, because so many people donate, so many people volunteer, this and that. They're obviously not putting this money into the infrastructure in Cambodia. They're not putting it into the roads. They're not putting it into making Phnom Penh a nicer city. They're not using it to help poverty. The money made from these volunteer organizations doesn't go to help impoverished kids in Cambodia, for example. It goes into some rich motherfucker's pocket, and that's a fact. There's a reason that these third world countries are third world countries. It's because they're corrupt. It's because the money given to them, the money that they have, is not being put back into the infrastructure. It's not being put back into the economy in a positive way. Now, I'm no expert. I'm no economist or whatever. I'm no financial expert, but I do know this, that volunteering is silly. You know, you're paying a bunch of money to make no money. And not just that, but the money that you pay that you think is going to help these kids, most of it is not going to the fucking kids. And I know that from living there. I saw these kids, man. And I'm going to talk about child beggars next. Okay, look, it's a fact. So this guy's asking, what's the best way to help Cambodian poverty? In my opinion, the best way to help Cambodian poverty, I mean, as a foreigner, you know, go there and teach English. Teach English, dude. Because when these kids learn English, then they have a huge leg up in the world, right? And you're making money. So if you teach English in Cambodia, you're making money and you're helping people learn English, which is going to help them in their life. It's going to help them get a broader perspective of the world. Therefore, ultimately helping poverty, because if you have more educated people and more worldly people, then most likely poverty is going to change. Now, it's a much deeper issue than that. The poverty in Cambodia is much deeper than whether or not people volunteer. It has to do with corruption. It has to do with a history of genocide and war. There's a huge dark underbelly to Cambodia. And, you know, I'm no expert on it, but I do know a thing or two. And I'm going to tell you right now, do not waste thousands and thousands of dollars to volunteer in Cambodia unless you want to. I mean, if you really want to, that's great. In my opinion, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. I think you're better off teaching English, because you're still helping, you're still teaching, you're still interacting with people, you're still getting the experience, but you're also making money for yourself. So you can live and save and keep traveling and all that bullshit, alright? Cambodia is a third world country for a reason. That's all I'm gonna say. I get questions sometimes also about, like, are there a lot of homeless people in Phnom Penh? Are there a lot of child beggars? And yeah, there are, man. And you know, when I first landed in Phnom Penh, you know, like I was in Thailand a bit before, and Thailand was very different from America. But when I landed in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, whoa, it was raw, dude. It was very unlike Thailand. It was way more rugged and rough and raw than Thailand, man. And the first things I noticed when I was taking the tuk-tuk from the airport to my guest house were just all the young kids everywhere. And some of you might not know this, but I'm pretty sure, I'm almost positive that the majority of people in Cambodia are under 20 years old. Because back in the late 70s, they had the Khmer Rouge. It was essentially a Holocaust. It was a genocide. And so many people were killed, and it would make sense that the newer generation, you know, there's a lot more young people in Cambodia. There's a lot of kids there. And I noticed that, and these kids were just in packs and groups on the streets, and it was dirty, it was messy, it was just like, wow, man, where am I? Holy shit, I didn't know this existed. But I want to talk about child beggars. And it's sad, obviously. I don't think any decent human being likes to see starving children. I don't think anybody likes that, at least if you're a decent person. I don't think anybody likes to see groups of kids on the street begging for money, crying, with open sores on their body. You know, this shit, it's sad, man. It's sad. And that got to me at first. It did. So I was eager to give the kids money, not a lot, but just a couple dollars here and there, get something to eat, you know. And the longer I lived there, the more I learned that you can't be too nice, and it's fucked up because like, cause I'm a nice guy, despite what some people might think. I do have a good heart, and obviously I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people that have great hearts, and a lot of people go to Cambodia because they have a good heart. They think they're gonna go there and help. They think they're gonna change everything. They think they're gonna be the one to make a difference. And I'm not saying you can't, but I'm saying that there's a lot more to it than that. And the reality is this. The reality of child beggars is this. Let's say, for example, you're riding your moto down Monty Vong Boulevard, right? You're heading somewhere, you're heading to see a buddy or whatever, you're heading to a bar, whatever, and you hit a stoplight. Alright, let's say, for example, I'm heading down Monty Vong Boulevard, which is a main thoroughfare in Phnom Penh. It's a main north-south thoroughfare in Phnom Penh. And I come up on Monty Vong and Sihanouk Boulevard, which is a major east-west thoroughfare through Phnom Penh. And I hit that stoplight. And here we go. We got a whole bunch of kids coming up with flowers and fucking, you know, what else are they selling, man? Just any like little bracelets, fucking, you know, knockoff sunglasses, and they're hustling. But the reality is this: they have a ringleader, or a pimp, if you will. Not a pimp, but like a ringleader. There's some fat ass bitch, there's some fat ass lady sitting up in her house wearing gold, counting her fucking money, while these kids who are asking you for money to help them, they give that money back to that ringleader. That money doesn't go to the kids, man. The money goes to the lady, and it's usually a woman, taking care of the kids, housing the kids. And she sends these kids out to make people feel guilty and sad, to get a few dollars, to get whatever, and then they have to take it back. And if the kids don't give it back to the ringleader, well, they don't have a home anymore. That's the reality of it. So, in a sense, people giving child beggars money is it's fueling. It's fueling the cycle. It's fueling the problem, because when you go up to a kid who's asking you for money, this kid doesn't know anything about the world. All they think is, oh, well, all I have to do is go up and ask this person for money, especially a foreigner, you know, because a lot of foreigners go there with this thought in their mind that they're going to change everything. That they're going to be the one to make a positive change. It sends the wrong message, because it tells this child, okay, well, I don't need to go to school. I don't need to be educated. I don't need to work for a living and actually, you know, work every day for my own money. I can just go up, put on a little sad face, boo, boo, bee, boo, give me money, 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 and somebody will just give them money, and then that's that. So it sends the wrong message. So my advice to anybody going to Cambodia, I understand you might look at these children and feel sorry for them, and it is sad, but understand that if you just keep giving them money without anything, then it sends the message to them that they don't need to work, that they don't need to be educated. And it just goes into some bitch's pocket who's using these starving children to make herself money. That's the unfortunate truth. Is that the case 100% of the time? I'm sure not. I'm sure sometimes no, but most of the time it is, and that sucks. Anyways, I got another email, and this guy, he's a very like fair-skinned white man, and he's going to Cambodia soon, and he's worried about getting sunburnt, which is understandable, because in Cambodia, man, that fucking sun is high in the sky, dude. It is on you all day long, and you know, my fucking white ass got sunburnt there for sure, dude. But it happened once. It happened once. Now, thankfully, I will say, thankfully, old No Joe Coward has been blessed with the type of skin that once I get burnt one time, that's it. Then I get brown. I get tanned, if you will. I get beige or bronze, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm not one of these white guys that just keeps getting burnt. So here is what I would suggest. Number one, don't fuck with sunscreen. Sunscreen is so bad for you. It's so bad for your skin. I can't reiterate this. Stop using sunscreen. It is gross. It is bad for your skin. It causes fucking skin cancer, guys. What? Stop. All right. Here's how you get acclimated to the sun. And by the way, it's not just pale skinned people who get sunburn. Everybody can get sunburnt, but it shows up more on white people's skin, obviously, because we're white. Just like tattoos show up better on light skin. I mean, it makes perfect sense, right? So the way you get acclimated is you incrementally get adjusted to the sunlight, man. So when I first moved there, I used to walk around with my shirt off, because I was, and I'm still in pretty good shape, but I was in much better shape then because I was working out all the time. I was walking around with my shirt off, strutting around a little bit. And then, the next morning I was, fucking, fuck, my back, every little thing, my head, my neck, my back, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. I need a bacchiotomy, man. That's a reference to Friday for you guys. And, look, man, here's what you do. If you're a white ass fucking glazed donut skin having fucking pasty, red butt, fucking red cheek having white motherfucker. Yeah, I said it. Give a fuck. Your first day, you take your fucking shirt off. You spend 5 minutes in the sun. Then the next day, you spend, I don't know, 10 minutes in the sun. And it's basically the opposite of weaning. Like you're weaning onto the sun. Does that make sense? So, go there. Don't put a bunch of sunscreen on, dude. Dude, nobody uses sunscreen except for probably only white people use sunscreen. I'm sure other people do, but stop doing it. It makes your skin wrinkly. It dries your skin out, dude. It's bad for you. Just slowly adjust to the sun, and you will get a tan, dude. You will. And one little thing I want to say, a little side note I want to say about white people, something I'm very proud of, is that the lighter skin you are, the less time you need in the sun to get your daily amount of vitamin D. So for example, I'm white as shit. Yeah, we all know. So if I spend 10 minutes under direct sunlight a day, I'll get my daily amount of vitamin D that I need for my body. Whereas if you're, say for example, like, black, or even Indian, or just dark skin, just a very dark skinned person, you might need an hour of direct sunlight to get your amount of vitamin D. So just a little side note. I hope that helps some people, man. The sun is for real. That shit is for real in Cambodia. It is no joke, man. So stay away from sunscreen. Slowly adjust yourself to the sun. You'll get a tan. The sun is good for you. It's good for your skin. It's good for your hair. It's good for your mind, body, and I don't want to say soul, but probably is. It probably is good for you. All right? We all need sunlight, okay? But white people need less. All right? And it makes sense. That's how we evolved. Anyways, I'm digressing. All right? If you're going to go to Cambodia and volunteer, understand that the money you paid is not going to help anybody, man. It's going to make a motherfucker rich, dude. All right? Come on. You've got to know this. All right? Go there and start a business. Go there and teach English. Go there and make money for yourself, too. All right? Don't just give all your fucking money away and make nothing. That's so dumb. It's retarded, dude. Alright? Unless you really want to, whatever. If you see a bunch of child beggars, don't give them any money. Don't give them any money. If you're going to give them something, give them a piece of food. And that's something that I used to do, is instead of giving them $1 or $2, I'd give them a piece of fruit. Or I'd give them a bottle of water. Because they can drink that water and actually reap the benefits of the water. They can eat the mango and reap the nutritional benefits of that mango. But if I give them some money, most likely that money's going to go to some fat-ass Cambodian bitch counting her fucking money up there with her fucking gold rings and chains on. She doesn't give a fuck about those kids, man. It's sad, but it's true. And if you're going to go there and you're a white, pasty-skinned, white motherfucking cracker, then slowly get acclimated to the sun. Don't fuck with sunscreen. That shit is a joke. It is so bad for you. I can't stress that enough. Do not fuck with sunscreen. It's disgusting. Look it up. Do your own research. I know I'm right. Alright? Anyways, guys, like I said, you want to shoot me an email, nojokestriking@gmail.com. Bitches. Instagram @BraytonHoward. That's me. And like my shit. Share my shit on Facebook. Facebook.com/NoJokeHoward. That'll all be in the box below. Thanks for the emails. Thanks for the question, y'all. Peace.